Hi everyone, this is Anna Cortez and this is How to Live It, Home Edition. I'm here today with Robin Conner. She's the CEO of Digistar Media, which is an award-winning marketing firm. And we're going to talk about how to communicate during a crisis. It is true that this is the time to do the good marketing and to engage with customers and to really develop a more human connection and keep serving your customers. But the needs of a month ago now have changed with our new perspective on COVID-19. So Robin is here to help us think through how to market and communicate during these difficult times. And she's been the go-to market and branding and social media specialist to many clients over the last 20 years. She has a lot of experience and very hands-on tactics and strategies. So Robin, welcome to How to Live It.
Oh, I'm thrilled to be here. Thanks for having me.
So Robin, what are some of the key strategies you've been sharing with your clients over the last few weeks that you have found more effective in terms of marketing and communications?
I have been counseling them to continue to communicate with their customers. Believe it or not, most businesses have not been doing that. Now, I know there was a period of shock that everyone went through, but then it was important to let everyone know that there were ways that you were still able to service them if you could. And even if you couldn't, how wonderful is it if we were able to get an email or a phone call from our barber, hair salon, local restaurants that we frequented all the time, because then we knew that those businesses were still cared about us as customers. So I always told my clients to adopt a phased approach. During the initial stages, it was important to just reach out and ask people, how you doing? I'm here for you, and I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm here to solve whatever problems you have. And then to look for ways to get involved with donating. That is an easy area and where we can get public relations value. All the chambers, all the local organizations, all across the country were looking for opportunities to showcase businesses that cared. And this is an excellent way to do it. It didn't have to be making ventilators. It could be donating food, even if you weren't a food service provider, collaborating with other businesses that you know of. Now is the time when we're entering the reopening phase where it's important to help people not be scared to do business with you. And there are very easy ways to do that, especially using the digital channels, using video, which I haven't seen anyone do yet, to showcase how you are taking care of your employees and how safe it is to do business with you as a customer or client. And all of that can be shared through digital channels. And it's wonderful to do that and to keep it on a weekly basis because people want to know, first, certain businesses were able to open. Some counties have decided not to do that. There was a little mix-up in Connecticut for a while. It's important to keep communicating and not stop. And everyone knows everyone is struggling. And that's okay. Share that too.
I love this, the highlight of what you say. Let's dig a little further on that, which is it's also an opportunity for businesses to break the boundaries between business and personal, right? Behind every business, there's a person. Behind every business, there's a dream. Behind every business, there's a team. And you said something that really stuck with me when this crisis started, which is it's really an opportunity to show the human side of the business. Talk a little bit more about that and maybe some examples you saw out there of people who have successfully been doing that.
So I've seen some amazing examples out there. One of them was a clothing boutique. They sold relatively expensive clothing to women at local Angela's in Rye. And it was time to be promoting their expensive clothes at the very beginning in March and April. So you know what they did? They had the email list because all merchants usually do. They sent out stories, Friday facts. And the owner of the store showcased herself and how she was helping her child learn something. She had toddlers and elementary school children. And she was just simply saying, I'm going to showcase every week my life for you because I know you can't go shopping. And then because we got to know her over those emails, and it wasn't about selling anything, now that it's time to open up, she's able to explain how she's giving out masks. She actually had designers create some special ones for her customers. And now we're not in, we feel like it's okay to look at her merchandise, even if it's a little expensive. Maybe we want it, maybe we don't. But I can't wait to go into the store just to tell her how happy I was about that communication. There are other examples. There was a doctor, a medical practice that's very famous out in our area, in the tri-state area, ENT and Allergy Associates. And they have been communicating just about every 5 days, explaining how they are continuing to help deal with patients. And today the email came out where, of course, they showed pictures of their staff. And they said, we're able to do hearing tests. We're able to do, we know it's allergy season and we know you want to see us. It's okay. Come on in. It's safe. And now we're going to show you how it's safe. And an even better idea is when customers will be able to get on video and on social media and showcase themselves feeling comfortable doing business. So those are some great examples. Another one in town was a pet care business where you would bring doggy daycare. Now, that's not in business. What in the world were they going to do? Every day, and I mean, Anna, every day I got a video from this pet place. I don't even have a dog anymore, right? And it was a video on how to help your animals stay happy during this time.
Oh, wow.
And then on Fridays, they solicited information from their regular clients saying, send us a video of your dog and what you're doing with your dog. And that was a way to entertain. And that went unbelievably well on social media. And I think they're up to episode 37 already. It's just been terrific. So there are ways that large companies and small companies can actually, continue to be more relationship driven during this time.
These examples are brilliant, Robin. They really are. I do think that adaptability has been one of the key themes ever since this crisis started. On a personal level, on a business level, we all have to adapt. And if you can have fun and engage with people along the way, that's even better. One question I have for you, going back to what you were saying before, all the emotions towards COVID have come in waves, right? And the anxiety and the perspective has changed throughout the last few weeks. And now I think it's clear to us that this will be a much longer ride than we all expected, unfortunately. But at the same time, you see businesses also changing communication. As you said earlier, every week and every month, businesses have to change the way they're communicating, the message they're sharing, so they're up to speed with what's going on around them. And as businesses are starting to open up in some places, this is also the case. I would love to dig a little bit further on that.
This is what I'd like to reference this particular time of marketing. So we're all going to remember 2020 as the year of COVID-19, but we're also going to remember it as the year of the customer. And now is the opportunity to return to what I call relationship marketing. Okay. And that's going to be infused in all the copy and in whatever design you use and whatever communications you have with customers, including on the telephone, that old-fashioned device, because we are calling for food deliveries and we're calling for pharmacy deliveries and we're calling for setting up appointments to go shopping. And so we have an opportunity now, merchants have an opportunity, all of us have an opportunity in business to be able to rethink our businesses, realign our products and services with the needs of the customers at this time and communicate that. This is perfect because this gives an ability for businesses to have something to talk about on a regular basis, which is the key to staying current in today's relationship marketing world. And the other area that I would highly recommend businesses focus on is to solicit advice and opinions from their employees, if they're lucky enough to have them still, and their customers. Being able to get testimonials on camera, on a visual of some sort, is going to be key to helping people get over the transition period of feeling scared to do business. And I think that that's going to work extraordinarily well in whatever channels that business decides to pursue, whether it's email or on their website or YouTube or social media in any other form.
Excellent. Thank you, Robin. I think this was such a great, insightful conversation. Thank you.
Well, I have to tell you that I was able to go shopping in Connecticut, which is open on one of the main streets last weekend. And I am so excited to see the creative solutions that the businesses have implemented. They are there, and I can't wait to share them with everybody, because it's important to know that it's safe to do business. The restaurants, it was drizzling and people were still eating at the restaurants outside on the sidewalks. Shopping is going to be a dream. It hasn't been that way for a while. We're going to be able to hear the person we go to dinner with, and we're going to be able to shop with a concierge level service. Think about it. It's really incredible, the changes that have been made, and they're all going to be making us want to do that kind of business. Now, of course, I'm talking about local businesses, but certainly that's going to infuse itself in the service sector everywhere.
We definitely do value the little things that we always took for granted. And now they seem so luxurious for us. And that's really great.
And I'd like to leave with a little bit of advice on customer service. It's critical now. People are going to remember how that businesses responded during this time. They're going to remember those personal communications. They're going to remember a story. I had a friend that we had lunch with them, socially distanced, on their patio. She told me a story about running out of food one night and calling her favorite local restaurant, La Pizza in Mamaroneck, and they were closing for the night. And she said, "You can't just boil me some pasta." And they said, "Well, look in the refrigerator. We'll figure out something," because she had been a regular customer there. And literally, they created 4 meals, delivered it to the family, stayed open for it. Now, that's the kind of thing that people remember. And that's, by the way, the pivot that is going to matter. It doesn't have to be a shoe store making ventilators. Okay?
Yes.
It can be that small caring about the customer.
This is great. Thank you. I was here with Robin Kohner. She's the CEO of Digistar Media. She has more than 20 years of experience working with clients in developing their marketing, branding, communication, and social media strategies. She's a fantastic expert who is, part of our experts team at HOWto.LIVEit. And we were talking about how to reboot your marketing strategy after COVID-19. The message has changed, but more than ever, people want to feel the connection and the truth and the honesty. And this is the time to build trust. So use this opportunity to engage with your customers and build trust. Thank you, Robin.
Thank you, and all kinds of good luck.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.